Hello, 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 everybody. It's the 8th of May, and we're on this unbelievable platform called O Connect, and it's working beautifully. Absolutely. As you can see, the company has elected to take out that add the code in the back because people are coming onto the panel. I don't think we need it. They might decide later that they do something a little different. Little coding they can have them redirect to the attendees. A lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. If you take a gander out, instead of all of us talking about the same thing, I'm going to just go over a little bit of the scan. Oh, sure. Go across the top of it, and Red's going to get into details. So here's what we got. We know that there's a new website, beautiful as usual. I love the way they work when you're scrolling. It pops out. It's really cool, actually. We also know that if you're watching, the content that the company is putting out daily is massive, absolutely massive. Anywhere to 2 to 3 videos that I can see. Um, and obviously, I look at them every day because I love looking at the videos. They also will put in they also post stuff for uh, motivational. They do a lot of AI, like new AI news that are coming out, which is really good to know because that's what we're in. And it gets you educated. And I want to tell you, if people would take the time and watch these videos that the company's putting out, it will educate you in this business. It absolutely will. The videos are 18 to 20 minutes, 20 seconds long. That's on purpose. And they usually focus on one of the functions, maybe a couple, but usually one that we are offering. So we have hundreds of functions in each product. So that's a big deal. That's going to, and all these things, just talking to Red and Chris before this, you look at it and you see where you have the master link of onpassive.com, but it's also a link for you. It will be onpassive.com/your identification. That's beautiful. So anything you see being done is for you directly or indirectly, and that's a big deal. Um, we've all been talking for the last, oh my gosh, 5 years, but really heavy the last few couple months of know your business. We need to start, people start need to know their business. And a lot of times the response is, well, I thought we didn't have to do anything. My God, we don't have to do anything, okay? If we look at the big picture, how much are we doing? Not that much. Okay, you can do a little more, you can do, but if you educate yourself, because the time's going to come very soon where we're going to market again and it's going to spread like wildfire. And I don't know about you, as a customer, when I come in, if I'm going to talk to somebody, I always come in as an affiliate, usually not anymore because I'm only doing on passive. But I ask people questions and I want to be able to talk to the person. They know what it's about. You don't have to be an expert. I mean, but you should know your business because, I want you to, we all need to picture that whatever big stores you have in your country, like we have Walmart. Okay, I think Walmart's almost every country, but I'm not sure. But they're huge, and you want to know what you have. You want to know what's in each aisle, I should say, virtual aisle, and that's exactly what we have. I realize people don't wrap. I don't know if they don't want to or they don't look big enough or think big enough of what we really have. I mean, I want you to picture biggest store you've ever been in, stacked to the top with all the products that Onpassive comes out with in the next forever, right? I don't think they'll ever stop. People want to put a number on, oh, there's going to be 25. Oh, there's going to, I don't think so. I think what we'll have is hundreds of different types of products, and every product is going to be uh, redone as we go. So whatever you see today in like O Connect, which I'm thinking, how could it get any better? Obviously, it can. If you look at the O Connect we have now compared to September 1st, when the initial launch, it's night and day. This is a masterpiece. And somebody asked me, he goes, I don't know why about this uh, things going viral. I said, and I was telling somebody, I said it here. Think about how things are going to happen. If you have one person come from one of the other companies, the companies because we were in it and we used it, and they come to O Connect and they say, well, let me try it out. It's a free trial. They try it and see what we see. The first things going through their head will be, well, this is pretty cool. I can't believe all the functions. They're going to think, oh, well, this is going to be really expensive. Is it worth paying the extra? But they're going to find out it's even cheaper. And I don't know about you, but when I bought things and I find out a week later, 6 months later, that I can have something 10 times better, higher quality, more AI, and pay 50, 60% less, I'm going to be mad. Because if company A can do it, company B can do the same thing. They're pocketing a lot of extra money, and it's kind of greedy. It would pee me off. And remember, when you get one person, you never get one person from a video conferencing company because they're on there with somebody else. So if they come and they see it, they're going to tell the people that they've been on the conference call with other people, hey, you got to come check this out. That's how you start going viral with this company. It won't only be with this, it'll be with many things. Create. There's companies out there where you can get in, drag and drop, and make a website. There's a catch to it. It's not as easy as they make it sound. As soon as you get there and you start messing around with it, unless you know a little bit of coding, I mean, you got to know a little, your website's horrible. It's not as, so then what do? They tell you, hey, if you pay $250, we'll have somebody come in and help you build it. Well, now you're starting to get into the money where you could have just did that anyway. It's all games out there, and that's what sucks. And Onpassive, I know what's going to really turn people on is there's no games. You not only do you get what you're paying for, you get 100 times what you're paying for. I mean, just unbelievably off the chart. And we all know, because you can see it now, big competition is Coke and Pepsi. They always have the machines together. That's on purpose. They might be competing, but they're also competing in the price war of raising prices. One doesn't shoot up above the other one because they keep that competition. Onpassive is not in that game. We're going to give you the best we can for the lowest price, the highest technology, unlimited, and on top of that, you can make a commission if you want. That's mind blowing. I mean, I've been in this industry 20 years, and I've had every app you could think of, every bridge you could use, everything that links from one thing to the other thing. You're jumping back and forth. I've had so many apps that by the time I got to the last one, I forgot what the frick I was building. Okay, you have to go back in and say, okay, why am I even doing this? No joke. And then you know what they say? Well, just duplicate what you're doing. People aren't. That's a joke. Nobody can do that. And even people that tell you that, I love this one. You get in a business, you're really doing well, and at the end, when things are dying down, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sell you a package on how to build a team. Come on. They're not selling you something that works. They're selling you something you can get anywhere. So we're in a really good place. Why? Because when it's all said and done, every one of us, all the founders here, are experts, flat out experts. Our marketing will look like experts. Everything, our advertising will look like experts. The content looks like experts, whether it's Chris, me, Julie, Susie, Mary, Harry, Larry, doesn't matter. And I've never seen anything like that. So we're in a really good place. Things are popping. I've texted with Ash a little bit. He's very busy. You know what that means. Quiet before the storm. We know what's coming. What's coming is they're getting stuff ready. The money, when the money's freed up, which I believe it could be, They're going to put it in there. They're going to pay people the commissions and the bonuses that were accumulated up to this time. Why would they do that? They want to do it because of what they said from day one. You're going to pay twice, and then you can use your commissions. Can't use commissions if they're not there, and the bonuses will be there, commissions will be there. And I believe, and I've talked with these two guys and other people, when this next snowball kicks off, you're going to be surprised. I think we're all going to be in for an unbelievable surprise. And the cool thing is, it'll be Christmas time every day. Anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Red because my kids are about to get up. It's going to get crazy here. Red, go ahead, sir.
Thank you so much, Marty. Let me just paste you that. Okay. Okay, how is everyone? Good to be here with you. Hi, Chris. Nice to see you bright and breezy over there in the States. Hope you got a little bit of sleep in between. What have I got for you today? As always, 7-day recap of what's been going on the last 7 days in Onpassive. Obviously, this is from a user affiliate point of view. What we, this side of the fence, see looking towards Onpassive. Obviously, this is nothing to do with what is going on behind the doors of corporate Onpassive. This is just an update of what we see from our end to make sure that you guys are fully up to date on a weekly basis so that you are not getting left behind and all your devices are up to date with the versions that they should be. So let's go back then to the 1st of May, which is 7 days away. And on the 1st of May, Wednesday, we had Onpassive 360 once again with myself, Marty, and Chris. The write-up from our quartet of Dan, Daryl, Janet, and Peter were put up very quickly in the O-Founders back office with what we went over. And also the recording of that, if somebody had missed it, was available on many of the YouTube channels as well. That all happened on Wednesday, the 1st of May. Tuesday, the 2nd of May, then, what happened on this day as far as Onpassive was concerned, we had an update to your OES Android devices, and that is Google Play. And you should now be on version 1.0.4.10. That is on Android, guys. Okay. Also on Thursday, we had a brand new website that came out. And if you remember, it was back to the original kind of colorings, which was the dark blues, light blues, yellows and whites. Again, with that website, very much focused on the business end of what Onpassive is all about, how Onpassive can help your business, how Onpassive is using AI technology to help to produce web pages, etc., and what all this can do as far as a business is concerned. If you wanted that, that is available, or it will be available in your ecosystem under the My Links section. At the moment, we are on link number 68. Just checking for you now. In fact, that has already been updated. So we now have link number 69 in your back office. So they already have updated that for you. So last week's website is now available in your ecosystem for you to use. What happened else then? On Friday, the 3rd of May, we had an update of our OES app on Apple, and that is now, or it was on Friday, 1.0.13. Now then, this only was there for 1 day, guys, because again, later on Friday, we had another update for our OES on Apple devices. So your current version is 1.0.14. Now, if you want to check on either devices, Android or on Apple, it's very easy. You open up your app device, okay, and click on the 3 lines on the top left-hand corner. That brings you up the drop-down menu. But right at the top, it says Onpassive. Now, to the right of Onpassive, it will have a V. and the numbers, that is version, guys. So you should be looking for 1.0.4.10 if you're on Android device, and 1.0.14 if you are on Apple devices. That was on Friday then. Saturday and Sunday over the weekend was a pretty quiet as far as what we have been seeing. But as Marty has said, a lot of videos and shorts have been coming out of Onpassive at the moment. You can check this out very easily. If you go to Facebook, to the official site, they post them on there. They also post them on Instagram and also on X. They are coming out thick and fast at the moment. If you've noticed, a lot of emphasis is being put on ONET at the moment. Now, whether this is on purpose, because we know, because we were told by our CEO that what we have at the moment in our ecosystem, so that is OMail, ONET, and OTrim on those 3 versions, these are all going to get refurbed. Now, maybe having more information about ONET is part and parcel of that. Don't forget, Onpassive has been extremely good at drip feeding us and users of what to take notice of, what to look at that is going to be coming. So maybe that is imminent, that will be happening for us. But a lot about ONET, I've noticed that. Monday, the 6th of May came around then, okay, and the big news on Monday, which came again through the official channels on social media of Onpassive, was that we were attending the ICANN seminar over in Paris. Now, this is one of the accreditors that we have been associated with. ICANN are basically the non-profit organization that help to promote the identifiers of the internet. Now, what is an identifier? In basic speak, is your IP address. Every single device that accesses the internet has an IP address. There's billions of them, guys. Absolutely billions of them. ICANN is the company that basically document all of these IP addresses. They monitor it. They try and make sure it's a secure environment for all of us to be involved in. Now, to be accredited to ICANN is a big feather in any company's hat, and Onpassive are over there at their seminar. Why? To learn, guys, to understand more about what ICANN can do for us, but also for us to maybe help ICANN in the future with some of our products and services that might be of use to them. It's also a very big integral part of what OTracker is going to do. Why? Because OTracker works off people's IP addresses. It gives us an awful lot of information, where they're located, what browser they're using, how long they're online for. All these types of information we use because of that digital identifier that people are using online. So we're at that seminar. It's a 4-day seminar from the 6th of May in Paris to the 9th of May, and we are very proud to be part of that. So that was great news on Monday. Tuesday the 7th then, what happened on Tuesday the 7th? We had a notification of, as Marty has said, of ODomain having its own standalone website, odomain.com. You can go and check it out. There is a really cool front page to that saying that we have got a new domain coming, great things coming soon, upcoming developments and exciting big changes are coming to the internet. This is all through ODomain. Now, ODomain is going to be very much like onpassive.com, a standalone website where people will be able to access this, like going to GoDaddy or any other domain area. If they want to buy a domain name, they can go directly to that without having to go through the ecosystem. But that this does not mean that we will not be able to monetize ODomain. Of course, we will get our own links to it. We'll be able to link into it. And if people come to our website to register a domain name, guess what? again, it's one of our products that we will have purchased that we will then make a commission on. It's another added extra. And as we were talking earlier before we came on here, whether this is beneficial to us individually or whether this is beneficial to the company as a whole, all roads lead to Rome. And that means that we will benefit from it either way that it happens. These people might come in through O'Domain and go into that pool of Onpassive that then get divvied out to the founders, or we get these people ourselves. It really doesn't matter. But again, it's another thing. And for that to be put out to us now as a website to the general public with all of the correct social media links to it, etc., means, in my opinion, that is very, very close. They would not have put it out. If you remember back to what our CEO has said many, many times of the lessons that he has learned over the period of 5 years or more, and that is not to bring to the table something that is not going to be there very, very shortly. This, for me, is an indicator that that is going to be happening very shortly. And it is, in my opinion, a big, big news. Also, on Tuesday the 7th, we saw, again, a very good blog coming from O Media. You can check this out at omedia.ai or on their Facebook, O Media as well, the official one. And this is the rise of generated visuals of AI from images to animation. Why is that a big deal? Why am I pointing this out? It's a fantastic read. And as Marty was saying earlier about your business, the more information that you can get from it, the more knowledge you can gain is going to be beneficial for you in so many ways. When you are talking about Onpassive, the business of your own business, the more knowledge base that you have, the better you'll be able to explain it to people. Go and have a look at it, go and read it, because it will certainly enlighten you to how AI is now taking flat basic images and then regenerating them to something that moves. So much so that the actual video that they have used to advertise this blog, guess what, guys? It was a visual image to start with that's been digitized so that it now moves. Absolutely amazing. Go and have a look at that. It is fantastic. And here we are, guys, round once again to Wednesday the 8th. I shall recap Wednesday the 8th in a week's time when we do our next 360. That's it from me. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you, Red. Very good. Comical today. Tell you what, right now, this early AM, it's a tough one for me. Right now, I wish I was sleeping and making money as the Onpassive flow goes. Wow, I do have some pretty cool things I want to talk about. The first thing is, a lot of you have been praying all week, all couple weeks for a lot of things that's going on in the family, and a lot of people have been sick. And I want to say that Tim Johnson had a successful surgery. Jennifer Dickinson had a successful surgery. And Rupa Paul, congratulations to your daughter. I just saw that. One thing, I was sitting here yesterday at the kitchen table doing something, and my phone texted, and there was a lady, Jeannie St. Clair. She sent me a text, and I didn't know it was Jean at first because her name didn't come up. And she says to me, Chris, have you heard from Willow Griffith? And I'm thinking, no, I have not. Instantly, I start thinking I haven't seen Willow in a while. So, of course, I get worried. I was actually on the phone with Julie at the time. And I said, let's call Willow, see what's going on. Julie said she had tried before, like she always does, and hadn't got a response. So we called her main number. And lo and behold, we heard that little young old lady answer the phone, Willow. And no one knew, but Willow and her husband was fighting the COVID. They were extremely ill, extremely sick. And it was nice to hear that they fought it, they beat it, and they're striving. And Willow, I couldn't shut her up about Onpassive, just going on and on and on. So just to let you know that you think you're not noticed, when you're not there, you are. There's a lot of you that I get texts to, have you heard from this person? Have you heard from this person? And I always give them a call, check on to them, but always check on. If you don't see someone in the past, it's not going to hurt to give them a call and check on them. I have not have an update on Tim Dillon yet. I know Tim has been in like a sleeping stage since last Friday. As soon as I get that information, I will pass it on. Viviana Rodriguez is in touch with his sister, and we'll see what happens. But keep them all in your prayers and just keep praying. There's a lot of people that I've announced. If you want to hear, just listen to our lives last week. A lot of people praying for. But beside all that, I want to thank everyone for all the prayers. Us three guys, we can use them too. Believe it or not, we love prayers, especially Red Redfern. But because every time he gets next to a church, he starts smoking for some reason. I haven't figured it out. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we can all use some prayers for everything that's going on, and that's great. We are always praying for you. But I was thinking today, these guys called me, and we had a really cool conversation, actually funny, early this morning. And my famous line is, I got nothing. And I said, guys, I'm not sure. I'm looking, I'm trying to think. And lo and behold, I turned on my Facebook and I see the famous Gordie Howe Bridge. Now that's a brand new bridge that's going from Canada to Michigan, or vice versa, however you Canadians want to say it. Cool name, Gordie Howe, great hockey player. And I want to let you know that we have been waiting for this extra. There's another bridge, the Ambassador Bridge, right down the street, right down the way from it. It's been such a bottleneck because of only having one bridge between Canada and Michigan, with all the truckers parts in and out. It's horrible. It bottlenecks the whole neighborhood, and people have been wanting this bridge. Now they fought it. People fought against it, and it's been an ongoing battle for as long as I can remember. They're literally weeks away from completing this bridge. If you look on my Facebook, if you have it, I got a picture of how close this thing is almost together. Now, this is something that there was so many people that was against it. I don't know why. I don't care. I'm like, it's never going to happen because these people are constantly complaining. They don't understand. Maybe they don't understand because they don't live in the area, or maybe they don't understand because they don't drive that way to work. I drove that route for 32 years, and I was stuck so many times because trucks trying to get on the bridge, off the bridge. It was horrible. So I'm thankful. And it's one of those things is, I had people today calling me or texting me early this morning. What's going on? Hey. Listen, impatient people. I learned to be patient a long time ago when I used to drive to work because I had a very long way to get there. And I always thought, being angry, it doesn't get you nowhere. Worrying, it's like a double-edged sword. There's no reason for it. And I kept saying, man, if you'd have known all the construction I had to go through for 32 years driving to work, you'd have thought I just was crazy. I should have just moved out there, but I didn't. But this bridge is now pretty much getting really close to being completed. Kind of like Onpassive. And very soon, when that last little piece of the puzzle gets put together for that bridge, there's going to be things flowing. It's going to be the most beautiful flow you've ever seen between Canada and Michigan, or vice versa. And that's the same thing with Onpassive. We got one little more piece to go. We heard Marty talking about the pay structure. And once that goes, it's going to be woof, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Now, I myself never thought I would see that bridge. Now, I've been retired for a while, and I'm still happy to see that bridge because I know people that are still driving that route every day and they can't stand it. Just because something wasn't there and you think it's not going to be there doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Onpassive the same way. Onpassive was that bridge that everyone wants, that everyone wanted. Why? Because there was some kind of blockage in their life or a cluster, and they just couldn't get anything fixed. Now that bridge is coming together with Onpassive, we have solutions to many, many issues out there. As far as design products that you're not going to believe. You are looking right now at what we call O Connect. Clear. I mean, you can see, I don't like it because you can see how bad my eyes really are, but it's the most clear picture. I can see my reflection on Red's forehead. Let's put it that way. That's how clear this is. But look at the clarity. This is the lead product that you're going to be looking at with all the other products that are coming in. The clarity, the quality, the work that was put into it, the work that is constantly being put into it, nonstop. That's what Ash Mafara does. He doesn't just throw a product out there and say, there you go. There you go. No. We first, if you remember the first time we saw Connect, I showed the very first time we had O Connect with Ash, and we were showing about how people became the co-hosts and how cool it was. And from that point, from now, it's a completely different, beautiful swan that has grown, and it keeps getting better and better each time we use it. Every night we use it. Every night I keep seeing, wow, I'm amazed by it. But this is like the lead product that's going to show you what Onpassive is all about. I urge every one of you to get out and share this with your family. Get out and share O Connect with them. Get on an O Connect. You can FaceTime me with your family and I'll say hi just because I want them to see O Connect. Let them know what you're into, because a lot of people have been afraid or they ran the other way. Show them what we got, because what we got is everything. What we got is that bridge that's coming together that's going to create a flow to your computer of income, of wealth, of legacy. That's the Onpassive bridge. And it's absolutely, absolutely wonderful. And I can't wait to see that little piece, just that little more piece that's going to come together. And traffic's just going to keep flowing, if you know what I mean about traffic. The greatest company in the world, direct traffic. Man, when that bridge is done, you're going to talk about direct traffic. There's going to be more people coming in and out and moving nonstop, just like Onpassive. It's never going to stop. It's never going to stop. And let's put it this way. If there ever becomes a cluster in Onpassive, Ash Mafara will build another bridge. I guarantee that, just to keep it going. He doesn't believe in quitting. He doesn't believe in stopping. This is his baby. This is his name on it. He takes a brutal beating on a daily basis from people that have no freaking, excuse my language, no freaking idea of what he's actually doing. The man is coming in to help people. The man is coming in to create things for people that never had a chance. The man is coming in to help every single business in the world to blossom and bloom. He's not coming in just because Onpassive is coming to help everyone. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
Thanks, Chris. Wow. I wish we lived closer so I could smack in the head every time you tell me you have nothing. Yeah, because I can't virtually hit you. That's coming though. I'm going to request that. Anyway, thanks for everybody. Yeah, look, just I believe some people's anxiety is the lack of knowledge. I'm not talking about building or marketing. Let that go. I never ask anybody to do that. I wouldn't ask you to do that. The company doesn't want you to do it. It's okay. What's going to happen here? People are looking for, companies are looking a way to save money. They're looking for better features, less costs. Everybody's going AI, and we are the tool shed for the world. I want you to think about that. The other day I was watching Collins and Red and Andy, and it was brought up again, and this is very important. Remember, majority of the people that come into Onpassive are going to be customers. It's a customer-based business. They're not everybody's like, oh, I'm going to go build a business. Most people, they go to Zoom, they want to use a video conferencing platform. It's that simple. Same thing will happen here. Now, the beauty of this is where your video conferencing platform is in this virtual shopping mall, and every store on that whole street, you own every store, whatever's there. And remember, O Connect is a business by itself. It's not just a product. It is a business on its own. It will make the money of a unicorn company all by itself. Tracker's on that same level. Academy, even bigger. Academy, the education online is up to like $1 trillion industry. Crazy stuff. Domain. Domain, you look at, well, it's just a domain, $11, $12, 120 something usually for AI. But it's virtual. It's like having a virtual address, and it can grow in value. There's domains going now for $35 million, 20 million, 10 million. You own virtual property. It's once you get used to it, and like I'm saying, and what I'm saying, why I'm bringing this up is, if you look into it and realize, well, it's technical, I don't understand it. Not to understand it. It's fun learning about it, but it'll make the anxiety will drop if you really knew, if we all really knew what we have backing us, what's under us, what is driving us is massive. I mean, massive. When you go to look at the expansions, and even if we can't understand the language, where they're signing agreements to team up with other people and other companies and other countries and governments, we don't even know. Look how good Onpassive is, and imagine what we don't know. Let's say 95% that we don't know is as good, if not better. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. So smile. I guarantee this. You're going to be happy that Mr. Mufara waited. You're going to be happy that he decided listen, you don't think the pressure, you don't think he wants to launch? If you think that, you have to be insane. He's the one paying the bills. We're not. He's paying all the bills. My God, you don't think he wants? Of course he does. But like he said, once we go and this snowball, this monster gets going, a lot of these things you hear and the little stupid stuff will vanish away. I mean, absolutely vanish away. It will suck it up like paper towel. Okay, there will be nothing left. And we'll go on and bigger and better and bigger and better. And I want to point out all the issues when people say, oh, this happened to this company, that it happens to all of them. All the big boys and big women, I don't want to get in trouble. All the big boys and big women in industry go through the exact same thing we're going through. Look it up. Look up Facebook. Look up all these people and add a thing to it. Whatever the question is, did Facebook ever have this happen, or I've done it? All the companies that made an impact, I mean a big impact, went to a lot of crap. Why? Because nothing good comes easy. It just doesn't. And the beauty of this is all that nasty stuff is being done for us. I think we just wait and just have the faith to it's going to happen. It's going to happen very soon. No joke. Anytime. I believe that. I can tell by the way things are going. Mr. Mufara obviously isn't going to make it today unless he puffs on any second, he hasn't said. But that's okay. That's good. Because I guarantee when he's not here, he's doing even more. No joke. And it happens every time, and every time people get surprised. If he's gone more than 7 days, oh my God, the sky is falling. But when he comes back, we get slammed with some really good news. So we're in a good place. We're heading to places we can't even imagine. And we're gonna benefit even the family members that think we're a joke. And don't feel bad. All families think we're a joke, okay? It's not just you. I don't talk to family about stuff. Why? I've been in online for 20 years. I stopped talking to them 10 years ago. All right. Anyway, so thanks everybody for being here. I'll get this posted in a few hours. And we'll see you all. Like I said, the info's there. Don't let anybody wander around Onpassive by themselves. That's not necessary. There's webinars somewhere every day. Many, many webinars. and get what did Ash and the company do? We're not going to collect. If you can't get money, we're not going to get money, but we're going to give you Onpassive. That's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Thanks, guys. And we will see you very, very soon. By the way, anything can happen. Remember, the new version of O Connect came out one night at 12:01. We didn't get a notification. We were told things are going to happen. So keep your eyes open. Things are going to happen. See you all and have a great day.